I have a sign come up on the phone saying, this is still the intro. Whatever religion, whatever spiritual path you're on, whichever energy cultivation technique you're doing, carry this, no? Carry the fact that anything you're holding your attention on, you're sending energy to it, no? Anything that you believe in, you're constantly sending energy to it. It's like you wake up in the morning, you got a full bubble. No? Your Wānanga is full of energy, and but not for long. Eh? Like everything you believe in, you got a laser beam already connected up to it. You're sending energy to it. Every single belief you have is taking your energy always, until you go and grab that belief. You grab that laser beam, fucking say thank you. No, thank you. No. I needed you once upon a time. Right? That's why you had a belief. Right? It had a benefit once upon a time, but now there's a higher truth now, then you can get rid of it. How you do it? Just thank you. Mihi. Thank you for being there. You're aware of it. Let it go. No? You can soften a belief. You can soften a belief by just saying, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. No? Before it was, yeah, this is true. No? Like vaccines saved humanity. No? This is true. And then you realize, oh man, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not true. Maybe fucking we are everything. We got everything inside of us. No. I don't. No. Fucking, I can live with plants. Hey, fucking the wrong was all around me. It's growing all around me. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. You just softened it, and then all of a sudden you realize, there's hell no way I need that shit inside me. I got the biggest defense system fucking ever. No, I got the gangster Whare, heaps of different bubbles, all around me. The gangster skin, the only reason our immune system's low, because you lowered the motherfucker, you're God. And when you realize it and you come into it, then you can take control of it and fucking heal anything. I promise you, we can do it. I promise you. That's us. We got this shit. Thank you. Like, so yeah, that's just dropping it. So how this works, it's like, that concept, anything that you send your energy, take it through with you. Like they had it at the beginnings of the Bible and shit, and then on the Wānanga, whether who wrote the Wānanga, whether it was a Maoian one or a Hawaiian one. Same thing, if you're hearing some shit and you want me to repeat it or go in depth, comment, say, can you talk a little bit more about this? The fucking Maoian, Maoian and Hawaiian, two different types of Wānanga, but in the Wānanga they teach you it at the beginning, Anything you hold your attention on, you're sending energy to it. Anything you believe in, you're constantly sending energy to it. You're pulling this motherfucker. And then down the road it's like, except for this circumstance, or except for this circumstance. No, you gotta have the staunchness, you gotta have the stability to walk through. Once you know it, once you feel it, you can walk through. No matter how encouraging or how beautiful, or like they're holding a book in front of you, or they're holding some shit, they're holding a chocolate stand. And once you feel the real truth is over here, there's nothing gonna stop you. You're downloading this new shit. Like, so it's up to you to hold it through. So I invite you, experience this with me. Anything you hold your attention on, you're sending energy to it. Anything you believe in, you're pulling it. If you believe one day you're gonna die, you're pulling it. How do you get rid of that one? Tāwhaki is our representative for physical immortality. He was raised with tonga, so he had the same thing. And when I first heard this concept, I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah, maybe my spirit lives forever, but not this bad boy right here. But it does. It's up to you. Every limitation is you. So it's like, stick with it. You want to hear some more about it? Yeah, sweet. There's always a higher truth. For me, this is a higher truth. Like, I love it. And then at some stage, there's going to be a higher truth. And then I can say thank you to this one and let it go as I climb up to the next one. But if this one definitely doesn't sit well with you, then you don't have to look further into it. But, give it a couple of seconds. Anything that you believe in, you're sending energy to it. And Tāwhaki had that same kōrero with his aunties, with his uncle, with his tohunga. It was, so I'm pulling death, hey, you're telling me everything I believe in, I'm pulling this motherfucker, hey. And they're like, yeah, but your mum died when you were born, which is a big thing for Tāwhaki, hey, we'll get into that. Your mum died when you were born. Your grandparents on both sides died. No, your nieces and nephews died. And it was like, yeah, but they all believed one day they were gonna die. Eh? They're all following the same program. Eh? They're all sending energy to this shit. And it's like, nah, I'm not gonna send energy to it no more. I'm gonna live forever. Yeah? And so he just started telling himself the same thing every day. Every day I'm youthing, my cells are being renewed. Illuminated Congo, fucking Amihi, bro, Amihi. So, if you believe that there's a time limit, if you believe that there's an average time span or lifespan, then you're pulling it. Hey, that's a belief. You're pulling it. You're aging. If you keep telling yourself every day that I'm never gonna die, hey, and if you keep doing these practices, then you'll start to feel it. So as I'm saying that, like practices, hey, every spiritual doctrine, hey, every religion, if you get into it, every energy cultivation belief, every following has practices, eh? Not like a practice every now and then, daily practice, eh? Which is Tāwhaki's all about this shit. There's beautiful matauranga out there, all over the place, beautiful. Ngāmihi, like fucking use the shit, like fucking humbling. Hey, humbling to hear the whakapapa that you's having. I'm like, fuck, no, all the karakia. And I thought I was fucking pretty on with karakia, and then fucking next thing, motherfucker just did like 50. And fucking the power of it, beautiful. Ngāmihi, hey, ngāmihi. Matauranga is awesome, no? Knowledge is awesome, but unless you actually play with it, unless you live it, no? Unless you taste it, you taste the texture, no? You taste the flavor, then fuck, you don't know it, hey? And then you're just regurgitating knowledge, hey? You're just passing knowledge on. Which one's the real one? You can feel it. You can have it. That's why they all have a daily practice. You practice it, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can taste it. It's like, yeah, this shit's true. No? This shit's a higher truth for me. No, this shit's true for me. If you play with it and you don't feel it, then it's not true for you. No? And you can let it go and fucking ngāmihi. No? Lovely. Ngāmihi. Thank you for taking part in this. Yeah, so daily practice. So how this works? So you got your hinengaro. Hey, that's your consciousness. Shit, I might have to put this intro into 2. Yeah, I'll split it into 2 just in case. Tamahene has never seen a screen. No, she's like connected to the Potupaeri here. She's we're following a practice that our auntie invited us or fully encouraged us to do for 5 years. Yeah, never seen a screen, never tasted any meat, or dairy or anything like that, you know, or fucking medicine from a doctor, you know, and she's never been sick, no, like. But like if you're like, oh my god, no, what these motherfuckers doing? We have backup plans, no? Like we got our shit sorted, no? We have tohunga, we have ronga everywhere, you know? We got daily practice, no? That's why we're so healthy, and we're teaching this shit. No, it's like you have everything inside you, no? You know what I mean? This is a beautiful fucking world. Fucking thank you for making this shit. Like, fuck, I love the whole scenario, you know? The whole scenario of how this magical illusion is that we created is happening now. From all our beliefs, sending it to it. You're in the center of your whole entire universe. It's like, and they're all happening simultaneously. No? And your one, like an example would, I might die. No? In mine, hell no, never, ever. No? I'm immortal. No? I will never die. I'm youthing. No? Different realities. You're in the center, which is your God. You're bang in the center of your reality. You're having the utmost effect. No, I'm affecting your reality too. No, like we're all co-creating this shit. But you're in the center. No, you're having the you're the predominant force. No, so if you're in the middle of your shit, you take up your laser beams and learn how to set them. Boom. No, that's what we're up to. No, hihiritanga, tāwhakitanga, how to be like Tāwhaki. Te whare Wānanga o Tāwhaki. This is how we do it. If you're holding your attention, if you're holding your laser beam on one of your tupuna who was fucking awesome on the taia, awesome Maurako. He was taught utu. He was taught fuck these motherfuckers over this other side of the island killed your fucking koro. So and then he's raised with the most gangster techniques and glory. It's like fuck, it'll be glorious if I do take some revenge. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking if you know Māori history, if you know history in level 3 period, which is revolving around death, that's what it is. When the Hawaiians come, that's what they brought. Māori these days is Hawaiian and Maoian together. Fucking Waitaha was like a whole bunch of fucking races that lived under an umbrella of peace. But I won't get too much into that, but you could request some shit like that. If you're holding your attention on a tupuna that died and suffered, you're pulling their shit. If you're holding your attention on a tupuna who caused suffering and shit, you're pulling that shit, into your life. If you're holding your attention on a tupuna who never died, he's immortal, you're pulling their shit. What the fuck? There's heaps of immortals out there, but the only one I really know of in Māoridom is Tāwhaki. Now I know of some other ones in different cultures. You can request their shit. You can meet them on the real. Once you believe in something, it's like you're throwing it in front of you. You're pulling it. So you're walking down a pathway. You know that there are people out there that live off no food, no water. Once you become aware of it, you're throwing it in front of you. Once you become aware of Patu Paere here, Turehu, right here, right now, different radio station, you're pulling it. You're throwing it in front of you. If you believe this is just some mundane shit, you're pulling their shit. If you believe life is a bitch, you're pulling their shit. If you believe life is a beautiful goddess, you're pulling their shit. You're throwing it in front of you. It's beautiful. Thank you for creating this with me. This is a beautiful fucking scenario. I love it. Thank you. I'd say sorry that I'm sweet. I love it. I like how it emphasizes some shit. And I've been raised like that. So, for me to take that away from my kitty is me trying to limit myself. So, I break all limitations. If it feels good. If you said it was evil, then that's some bullshit. Just like people trying to convince us that Hine Nui Te Po has got something to do with evil, or darkness has got something to do with evil, evil originated in the dark, that's some human shit. Labels, An example of that, Star Wars, the good side, the light side, the dark side, that's dark, You're creating this shit, It's got nothing to do with the fucking tone of the brightness.